Gangsta. RBGs. You know what I mean? It's war. Yo, stick. You can see them war. Pigs be out there, occupied army. RBGs, it's a takeover, not a makeover. Yeah. The cops stop you just because you black, that's war. When you through the system for your prince, that's war. When they call my hood a drug zone, that's war. Slumlord charging you for rent, that's war. Why they so rich and we poor, that's war. If you young and black, you sell crack, that's war. The White House is the rock house, that's war. George Bush coming out his mouth, that's war. Chilling on the corner with your gang, that's war. Hoping do the same damn thing, that's war. When they murdered Amadou Diallo, that's war. Marching in the streets is a strategy of war. Knowing self-defense is a strategy of war. Soldiers try to link with other soldiers in the war. Revolutionaries got to know the art of war. War, what about hip-hop? Use that, matter of fact.
Welcome to another edition of the Community Defender with Brother Adrian. I have a very, very special guest who's joining us on the Community Defender with Brother Adrian. I have author and CEO of Fraser Net. I'm talking about the one and only Mr. George Fraser. Mr. Fraser, say how you're doing to the listening audience of the Community Defender with Brother Adrian.
Brother Adrian, it's good to be on. Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Brother Adrian, who's doing good work in our community. We applaud him. We celebrate him, we lift him up, we encourage him to keep spitting out the words that will make a difference in the lives of black people.
That's our very special guest, author and CEO of Fraser Net, Mr. George Fraser. He's going to talk about tonight's topic, the power of network. Mr. George Fraser.
Thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate it.
I hear a lot of people talk about yourself as how you're a powerful networker. Could you, Mr. Fraser, talk a little bit about the benefits of networking?
Well, let me define networking. I defined it in a book that I wrote really 15 years ago called Success Runs in Our Race, The Complete Guide to Effective Networking in the Black Community. And in that book, and I hope that your audience has read that book, it is a modern-day classic, it is required reading in 57 historic and black colleges. It is the book that started the networking conversation in black America and ultimately started the networking movement. So if you have not read the book, I urge you to go to Amazon or go to my website, www.frasernet.com, and look the book up and get a copy of it, get a paperback copy of it and read the book. In that book, I described and defined networking as the identification and the building of relationships for the purpose of sharing information, opportunities, and resources. And the emphasis on that definition is on the building of relationships and sharing, because all of life is about relationships. All of life is about working with and through other people. In fact, there is no success that you can attain, sustain, or maintain on your own by yourself in a vacuum. In fact, I believe the most powerful asset that you will have in the 21st century will not be your computer. I'm sorry, I don't care what you've been told and what you've read, it will be your relationship. Why? Because all upward mobility is impacted by your ability to cultivate, nurture, and build relationships at work, at home, and in the community. In fact, I deeply believe that your success going forward will be critically dependent upon the kinds of networks that you build throughout your life, the kinds of networks that you cultivate and nurture and develop throughout your entire life. Those networks have to be three kinds of networks that you have to work on from day one until you die. The first network is your personal network. This is your close circle of friends. These are the people that love you, that cheer you on, that hug you, and that lift you up. We need a personal network. Let's call that your network at home. That's your close circle of friends. That's a personal network. The second network that you've got to build is an operational network. And these are the people that help you to get things and specific tasks done in life. Whether it's the team that you're working on at your place of business or your place of work, whether it's the team that you're working on in your church, or it's the team that you're working on in some special initiative that you're doing in the community, who are smarter than you. These are the people who will drag you into the 21st century kicking, screaming, and crying. These are the people that will be your mentors and your coaches. And these are the people that will reach down and look up and reach back and pull forward for you. So that's your strategic network. Let's call that your network in the community. So you have three networks. You have your personal network, your network at home. You have your operational network, your network at work. And then you have your strategic network, and this is your network in your community. And therefore, I hope that you're not the smartest person in your network. Because if you're the smartest person in your network, you're in the wrong damn network. And you need to get out of that network. And the reason you don't want to be the smartest person in your network is because you can't grow. You can't grow. And because you're giving out all the advice and there's no one helping you and assisting you. So all the brothers and sisters that are watching and listening to this program, know that you've got to spend somewhere between 40 and 50% of your time every day working on cultivating, nurturing, and building your personal network, your operational network, and your strategic network. It is critical to your success. You cannot